Hello, everybody. Welcome to my podcast, Theological Awakening. This is really hard to me. This is not easy. I'm speaking not my language. And the reason why I'm doing this is because I know many people that has impacted my life, that has changed me in some way, that has teach me a lot. And this is why I'm here to introduce them to y'all and just have a conversation. This episode is just an intro explaining what the material is gonna be like. It's not gonna be about Bible or theology as my podcast is named because I'm not comfortable teaching theology in English. My goal is to be comfortable, but I'm kind of comfortable speaking to other people, not to myself and the camera. And why am I doing this? Because God has given me this language. He has helped me to learn and understand a whole new language. And I want to glorify Him through this. This is like a sacrifice that I'm doing. I'm just sitting right here and being like, God, whatever I said is for your glory. And the reason because I got into theology, why I got into a theological school where I'm probably not gonna make a lot of money on my job, or I'm not gonna probably find a job with this degree, is because I was mad at God. I was asking him a bunch of questions, and it was my heart wasn't in the right mind or right position. It was a heart that it was mad at him. I was just asking him, why do I have to move from my city? Why did I have to learn a new language? Why did I have to separate from my mother? Why did I have to just learn and adapt to another environment, other community that I didn't know? And I was just asking him. I was kind of making fun of him, telling him, if you really know me, if I'm your son, if I'm here and you see my suffering, why are you letting me go through this? If you really are everywhere, why are you not into my feelings? If you really know everything, why I don't see you knowing my suffering? If you can love your son and care about your son, why are you making me why are you putting me in this hard position? Why are you putting me in this uncomfortable, scary position of being alone with my brother in another city, in another country? Why? It was just why? But the main question was, why, if I'm your son, you are letting everything that is around me, why are you letting all these situations be against me? That was my question. And I got home, I was thinking about it, I was hoping for an answer, and it never came. It came about 3 or 4 hours later, and it was just a thought that got into my mind. It was just a question from God asking me, I do know you. I know who you are. I know what you're going through. I know what you're feeling. I know everything. Every question you're asking me, I know the answer. I know the reason. I know why you're mad. But I just want to ask you something. And I was like, all right, ask me. I'm ready. Tell me what you want to know. I'm going to answer. And he asked me, what do you know about me? And I was like, what are you talking about? You're God. You are, Jesus is your son, the Holy Spirit, Trinity, all together, the same. And then he asked me again, what do you know about my son and the impact that he has done in this world? And I was like, well, he came over here, he died for us. He was a good person. He never made a mistake or he didn't sin. And he went to the cross. Easy. And then he asked me again, I'm asking you, what do you know about my nature, about my history, about what I have done, not for you, not for the humanity, what I have done in the universe? Do you really know who I am? Do you really know who my son is? Have you ever tried to understand who is the Holy Spirit? Have you ever tried to learn the Bible and study about the Bible? And I was like, dang, I actually don't know who you are now. I was just like, I don't I I know about you, but I might not know you. I know about Jesus, but I probably don't know Jesus. And that's where I was. And it was embarrassing. It was sad. It was just, I don't know, really sad that the creation, which is me, didn't know about his creator. I always have this idea that I'm creation and I need to know about my creator. Me in the position of human, of creation, have all the tools, all the power to learn about who made me, to learn about who made this world, and more than that, to know, to chat, to have a conversation with this creator. I don't know if I'm explaining myself, but that's how I got into theology. I started doing just my Bible study, and then I learned that it's more than Bible study. There is history, there is philosophy, there is events, there is prophecies, and I saw how evangelism, how the Bible, how Jesus in itself makes sense. My faith was not just a faith of, oh yeah, I just believe that and I accept it even though I don't know it. My faith moved from that to, okay, this is a fact. I'm gonna try to understand what it is. I'm gonna try to get into it and make it with a sense. I'm gonna try. Okay, Jesus is the Son of God. What does that mean? So I got into the thinking of everything that it was in the Bible. If God says something, why He said it? What did He mean about it? And when you got into those questions, when you ask yourself, what is my Father saying? When you see the Bible not just as a book, boring book, when you see it as the book that your Father wrote for you, that your Father thought about, what is my son gonna need when I'm not here? Okay, he's gonna need a book, he's gonna need my work, he's gonna need these stories. He wrote it down through the Holy Spirit and the people, and he put it in a bunch of books, and he was like, here's the material, this is how you're gonna know me, this is how you're gonna get to understand why you're going through all this situation, and here it is. So I was just like, okay, I'll take it, I study it, I'll get into it, see all the details I can find. And it's been a crazy journey. That passion that God made me to have, that interest that He asked me to have, was a blessing in my life. It's been hard to trying to understand God because it's not easy. I always find myself in the position of, I don't know you, Father. I don't know you, God, but I'm trying. I'm really trying to understand who you are, to understand why do you care about us. And I invite you to get into those kind of questions. I invite you to, more than a Sunday service, go through a week service when you offer your time, your knowledge, your reading of the Bible to God, and just present it to Him and be like, here is my sacrifice. Right now with this podcast, it's a blessing for me because even though it's hard, now I have the right, or not the right, just the privilege to be like, hey, I did this for you. It's very uncomfortable for me. It's very hard for me, but I offer it to you. And I know God is gonna give me a, a recompense. He's gonna appreciate that. And I'm not doing it because He needed it. I'm not doing it because no one is doing it. Of course He doesn't need it. Of course He doesn't need my help to spreading the gospel. But I don't know, I just find it interesting. I just find it nice that there is this guy who barely speaks English speaking about God. And it's just a challenge that I want to take. So what these episodes are gonna be about is just interview with people. This is just the introduction to explain it. Right now, I'm gonna post my first conversation with my friend, and we're just gonna talk about God, about what He has done, about His questions, His thoughts, His experience with God, and I hope y'all enjoy. Thank you for being here. It's just 10 minutes. It felt like an hour, but just thank you. I hope you enjoy, and I hope you understood.